It's looking good, man. Delete your social media, especially Instagram if you have it. I don't have Instagram. I've never really fucking had it, honestly. Maybe like a week of app usage back in like year 8 or some shit. But I do know the filth on there. Fucking titties everywhere. Instagram thoughts, posting the most bait pictures on the fucking internet. Press the little reels button. You'll see roughly about 4 new 9/11 angles, 4 people dying in a car crash, a cute cat video, and then probably a person threatening to touch a minor. This doesn't just apply for Instagram, this could also apply for example, YouTube or even TikTok. Well, my point is, if you consume content that is constantly sexual in nature, or even better, if you constantly consume content on an application which is encouraging you to watch sexual content, as it does that by, for example, posting videos that are sexual in your recommendation feed. TikTok, you'll see minors dancing half naked. You're a pedophile if you use that fucking app, by the way, bro. What do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna whip it out and start beating it, babe. Do you know what I mean? The second thing I want to talk about is downtime and how you shouldn't be allowing it to happen, or too much of it to happen. If you don't know what I'm talking about, downtime is basically when you have two things and there's a gap between it where you do nothing. You don't want a lot of that. So for example, take me, what I usually do is I wake up, I go gym, I go to work after, and then I come back home and then I predicate what I need to do after work. So that gap between me coming back home from work and then me getting started on shit I need to sort out is extremely small because I know who I am as a person. If my gap is big, I know I'll do something stupid. So you should do the same as well. Give yourself a big gap and you start blaring doing. You start using the gap in your hand, you Joe blood. Maybe you go back from work doing a fucking 12-hour shift in like a fucking factory or some shit. So you're tired as fuck. You hop into bed, but not to sleep. You're just tired, innit? You know you're not gonna sleep. You know you're gonna do it as well. Do it being B off because you've given the brain the opportunity to do it because your brain ain't dumb, bruv. If you keep on jacking it in your beds, and you're in your beds, and you're not trying to sleep, what is your brain going to tell you to do? See what I mean? Point number 3 is don't deep it or just don't really hyper obsess over it. Basically, one reason why I don't like NoFap, that's why I made that fucking video. Well, I stopped doing NoFap. One of the reasons why I don't like it is because people hyper obsess over it. Can I get to day 90? Shut up, Joe. When you stop counting your days, you'll be fine. Stop counting your fucking days. You don't need that shit. You're doing yourself over. Counting days means I'm gonna count the days until I do it again, which implies that you are gonna do it again. So if you stop counting the days, you'll be fine, bruv. And also what you need to do is you need to stop going on like the NoFap videos on the NoFap subreddit, even though you think you're fine. Because very great quote I heard somewhere, I forgot. Someone who knows the solution to their problem does not go around looking for videos or content about their problem. If you found the solution, you don't look at it anymore. You're on this video to learn. That's why I'm telling you, unless you're fucked and you need some more advice, stop watching the fucking video until, you know, you're good. Do you know what I mean? I'm speaking retard analogies here. Did that even make sense? I'll look back on it on post. If that don't make sense, I'll just like write like a text little thing so you can read it. If you tell yourself not to think about something, you're going to think about it. The legendary example is, you know, don't imagine Joe Rogan fighting a bear. You're going to think about Joe Rogan fighting a bear. If you tell yourself don't watch pornography, don't be it, and it plays 24/7 in your head, you are going to do it because you keep on reminding yourself about it. And the last point, I guess I can mention, it's kind of broscience-y, but I want to talk about this one. It's transforming your sexual energy. Now, what the fuck does that mean? Transform like it's a fucking Kingdom Hearts Drive character. No, I'm not talking about that. What I mean is, if you think about it like this, yeah, you have all this energy that you want to bust, right? You want to release it, innit? You can take that energy and you can use it for your endeavors, if you catch my drift. But I ain't gonna lie, this shit's hard as fuck to learn. Yeah, I have a hard time doing it as well. And it kind of sounds retarded as well. Like, how do I take the energy that I want to use to be it and then use it to do something that I'm too lazy to do? For me personally, what I do is I just realize that bricked up feeling, it's energy. It's just generic energy. And I just tell my brain, look, listen, bro, we can do that in a bit. We'll be in a bit. But for now, just take that and just use it on whatever I'm doing, and then I'll do it later. I'll start being it later. Then I just forget about doing it. I essentially procrastinate on it. And if you do that, man, you'll be fine.